Thank you, all the participants. Okay, so in today's session, I would like to complete the data cleanse. On the other day, due to the bad internet connection, I was not able to complete that exercise. So let me continue with the data cleanse activity. How can we cleanse data from non-SAP system to HANA, S4HANA, using data services, basic cleanse transform? Now, what I'm going to do, so let me log into remote desktop. So let us start the session. Before that, I would like to log into remote desktop. So now we're inside the remote desktop. So once we log into remote desktop, let us click on Start, click All Programs, click on SAP Data Services 4.2, and click on Data Services Workbench. So once we click on Data Services Workbench, the username is best and the password is W capital welcome 123, and click Log On. So now I'm logging into Data Services Workbench. So what is Data Services Workbench? Data Services Workbench is the user interface to work on data services. Now we log into Data Services Workbench. Let me click on Start, click on Microsoft SQL Server 2012, and click on SQL Server Management Studio. I hope participants able to see my screen, because I just got a message participants not able to see my screen. Is everything okay, participants? Okay, so the login is best and the password is W capital welcome 123, and click on Connect. So once I click Connect, here we can see expand the databases. Go to a database called BEST. Expand the BEST database. So what I'm going to do now, so what we're going to do, so in here, so here we have SAP system. And here we have data services. And here we have HANA S4HANA. So here you have SAP to data services, from data services to HANA S4HANA. Now, what we're going to do, so on the SAP system, you have a table. It's not SAP, sorry. A non-SAP system, that is MS SQL. I'm going to import this table to data services. How am I going to import to data services? To import to data services, what we need to do? To create a data store. What is a data store? A data store is nothing but a connection. A data store is nothing but connection. One connection to source and another connection to target. A data store is nothing but to establish a connection to source and target. So this is the source, and here you have the target connection. Now this connection is to HANA, and this connection is to non-SAP. So let us go back. Now here you see we have a project called SAP COPA project. Expand the project. Here there is a connection to MS SQL. Double click on this. Click on test connection. Once we click on test, connection test succeeded. Means connection is successfully able to connect to MS SQL. Click close. Double click on HANA. Click on test connection. Now even HANA test connection is successful. Now what is the next step? The next step is, let us go back to MS SQL. Let us right click on tables. Click on new table. Once I click on new table, enter the column name. So what's the column name? The column name is KU, KUNNR, BUKRS, VKORG, VV010, and VV070. This I'm taking as decimal. Just I'm trying to create one basic table. What I'm going to do, I'll click on save. I'll give a name for the table, jetcopa underscore 009. Click OK. Once I click OK, so here you have a table called jetcopa underscore 009. Let us right click on the table. Click filter, filter setting. Enter the table name jetcopa underscore 009. Click OK. Once you click OK, expand the tables. So here you can see a table called jetcopa underscore 009. Let us right click on the table. Click select top 1000 rows. Once you click select top 1000 rows, I think I did not execute yet. Okay, so here we created a table. Now only we created a table, but we did not enter any data to this table. So let us right click on the table and click edit top 200 rows. So I'm just trying to enter a few records. For example, I would like to give some single quotes. KN01. I'd like to enter some double floats. KN0. Company code 1000. For VKORG, I'll just try to enter 1000, 2000, BB010, 100, and 200. Next, let us single quotes. So let us give KN02, 9000, VKORG is 300, 3000, 200 and 300. The next thing is this. I'm trying to enter a few records. Okay, so I've given some data over here. Let me right click on this, click execute. Let me right click on this and click execute SQL. So once I click execute SQL, now let us right click on the table and click select top 1000 rows. Now once I click select top 1000 rows, so here you can see these entries. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to import this table. So where am I going to import this table? So this table, which is on the MS SQL, I'm going to import this table to data services. We're going to import this table to data services. Now let us go back to data services. Let us double click on MS SQL, click on tables. So let me remove this table. So this is the previous one. So I remove the table. Now let us click on import object by name. What is the name of the table? So what is the name of the table, participants? JetCopa underscore 009. Let us enter JetCopa underscore 009. I'm giving the table name and click finish. So once I click finish, now please see, participants, table is imported. Let us right click on the table, view data. So can we see data that is reading on the MS SQL DB? Now what we're going to do is table is imported successfully. Click save. So once I click save, expand MS SQL, expand tables, DBO. So here you can find the table. Now what is the next step? So in the next step, what we need to do, right click on the project, click new, click data flow, and enter the name jetdf underscore flow underscore data. So copy the name, provide the description, and click finish. Once I click finish, now what are we trying to do? We are creating a data flow. What is a data flow? A data flow is a flow of data. You would like to take this table and drag and drop this table onto work area and take it as a source. So this is the source. What is your target? The target is the template table. Drag and drop the template table. What is the purpose of a template table? Template table is a table that is going to generate in runtime. It's a table that is automatically generated in runtime. Click on data store. Click on the target, HANA. OK. Provide the owner name. This table you would like to create in HANA. The owner name is best. Nothing but the name of the schema. In this schema, what table you would like to create as JetCopa 009 and click OK. Now this is the base table and this is the target table. Now what is your requirement? Now please see. If I link this table directly to target, If I link this table directly to target, if I click validate, click close, if I click execute, click yes, and click finish, please notice what is going to happen now. Once you click finish, go back to SAP HANA Studio. Let me open the HANA Studio and let us check the table that is going to just create now. The name of the table is Jet Copa underscore 009. Let us right click on system, click log on. Just I'm trying to check for this table. Let us expand the catalog. What is the name of the schema? Best. Under the best, what table? Right click on table, click filter. The name of the table is Jetcopa underscore 009. Click whole word and click OK. Expand the table. Here you can find the table. Let us right click on the table and open data preview. When you open data preview, click on analysis, drag and drop KUNNR, drag and drop VV010. Now please see participants, do you really think is this the good procedure to show data like 8000 ampersand, KN01 single quotes, KN02 at the rate? So you have junk data. Data is in junk. How should we cleanse? How should we cleanse this data? In a way, it looks more meaningful. So what I can do now, I'll go back, go to the data flow. I'll select this, right click. Please see, what do you see here? Insert basic cleanse transform. Click on insert basic cleanse transform. Now between the source and target, I introduce this basic cleanse. Once I introduce this basic, now please see, for every column that you select, it removes the leading spaces, trailing spaces, single quotes, double quotes, control cats. For every column that you select, it is going to remove all this trailing spaces, single quotes, double quotes, everything it is going to remove. What should we do? In the KUNNR, we go to SAP HANA. In a column called KUNNR, you see there's a column called KUNNR. In this column, what do you think which is not necessary that you would like to transfer to target? For example, like single quotes, at the rate, ampersand. So these are the things that you don't necessarily you would transfer. What I'm going to do now, I'll go back, select the column, click new, copy paste whatever you don't require, copy paste the things that you don't require, select view caras, click new. In here you don't require dollar exclamation mark, so I'll go back. I select view caras, I'll select dollar, and then for VKORG, what you don't require. For VKORG you don't require percentage. So here we given for KUNNR, these are the special characteristics we don't require. For BUKRS, we don't require dollar. But VKRG, we don't require these special characteristics. Now please see, I have given in the properties pane that I don't require the special characteristics. Click validate. Validation is successful. Click close. And finally, click execute. And click yes. So once we click yes, and click finish. So once we click finish, now please check. After the completion of job execution, what is the output that we can find over here? After the completion of the job execution, so once it is successful, let us go back to HANA Studio. Let us click refresh. So once we click refresh, now please see participants. You see, the data is clean now. So this is nothing but basic cleanse. So using basic cleanse, what we can do? So using basic cleanse, we can remove all the special characteristics, leading spaces, tailing spaces, single quotes, double quotes. Just I'm giving the short recap. So what we done here is, so here you have non-SAP, and here we have HANA S4HANA. A data store is nothing but a connection to source. A data store is a connection to target. We created a table on non-SAP. We imported the table to data services. Once we import this table, we created this table in target. But now you have the special characteristics that are coming in. So we introduced a basic cleanse transform. Once you introduce this basic cleanse transform, it is going to remove all the special characteristics and transfer to SAP HANA, S4HANA system. Okay, so all the participants okay? All the participants feel comfortable? Now, for example, let's say we are reading data from a file. The data that you read is from a file, and from file it should create a table. From file it needs to create a table. For example, let me go back to data services. Let us right click on project and click new. And click on. So participants, okay? Is my voice clear, all the participants? And click on flat file format. You see there's a format called flat file format. If you click on this, and here you see there is an option called automatically import file formats from an existing files. Click next. Add file. Is the voice, okay, I think they say there is some voice coming in between. Okay. So can we continue, participants? So click on add file. So once you click on add file, so what I'll do, I'll select this file and click finish. Once I click finish, now here you see the file is imported, ff_import. What is the next step? What I'm going to do is, I would like to read data from this file and load to HANA S4HANA system. How am I going to do that? Right click on the project, click new, click on data flow, give the name for the data flow df_009, provide the description and click finish. Once we click finish, drag and drop the table jet_copa_009. Click on import as source. Now once you click on import as source, the next thing that we need to do here is, so here you have jet_copa_009, jet_copa_009. Now let us drag and drop this. I'm sorry. Let me drag and drop this file. Let me drag and drop this file as source and take this file as a source. Sorry. So I just try to take, so first what we need to do is just we need to drag and drop the file. Now either you can drag and drop the file something like this, just like this, or the other way is, here you see there is something called file reader. What is file reader, please see, participants? Use file reader to read data from a delimited text file. I'll drag and drop this file reader, click on flat file format, click OK, and click OK. So here you have the file format. Now what I'm going to do, this is my source. The target is template table. I'll drag and drop the template table. Click data store. Select HANA. Click OK. Table owner is best. Table name is jet_copa_008 and click OK. Link flat file format to target table. So this is your reading data from a file and you're loading data to a table. Click validate, click close, click execute, click yes, and finally click on finish. So once you click finish, please see over here, once you see, once you click finish, whatever the table name that we given here, jetcopa underscore 008, let us go to HANA Studio. Let us right click on the table, click filter, jetcopa underscore 008, click whole word and click OK. So here, it's still yet to create because I think still the job is running. The job is still running. Once the job is success, let us go back to HANA Studio. Let us right click on tables, click refresh. Once you refresh, so here we can see table jetcopa underscore 008. Right click on the table, click open data preview. So here you can see data. Now let us see in the base file how many records we have. Double click on the file. So how many records we have in the base file? So in the base file you have only one record. So whatever the data that you have, it loaded to the target table. So what did we use? We used something called file reader. What is it we use? File readers are used to read data from a file. And table loaders are used to load data to a table. So here you have file reader. But one thing, we can also do a schedule. And this schedule is possible using data services workbench. We have something called data services workbench. So using the data services management console, it's known as data services management console, we can do the schedule. Every day at 6 a.m., execute the schedule to transfer data to HANA S4HANA. Based on the schedule, it can transfer on daily basis. Based on the transfer, it can transfer to the daily basis. Okay, participants. So let me show you assignments for participants. Let me show assignments for the participants. Let us go to the Dropbox. Let us go to Common Materials, Set 1, Assignments, Data Provisioning. Click on Data Services. So if you go to Set 1, Data Provisioning, Data Services Assignments, here you can see implementing a basic cleanse in data services. And here you have implementing file reader in data services. So tomorrow I'm going to show you the rest of the exercises on how we can work on data services. Okay, all the participants? I hope all the participants feel comfortable. So I'll try to deliberately slow down to execute the session. Thank you all the participants. See you in